Here you go. What's going on, everybody? Coach Mark here. Hope everybody's having a good Thursday. We got a special workout for you guys today. It's all right, guys. So as I said, we got a special workout for you today. It's the same one. It's going to be 5 rounds, but now we're giving you 2 options. We're giving people with, if you don't have equipment or if you just want to do this body weight, we have an option for that. And then we also have one for people who do have the equipment and maybe want a little bit more of a challenge. All right, but what this is today is going to be 5 rounds. If you don't have equipment or you just want to do body weight, you're doing 5 rounds of 20 air squats, 20 lunges, 20 elevated glute bridges, 20 mountain climbers, and then a 20-second plank hold. We'll go over all these movements. If you do have equipment and you may want a little bit more of a challenge, you will go to the second part, which is, again, 5 rounds. But you're doing 10 MedBall squat cleans or dumbbell or kettlebell. Then it's gonna be 10 kettlebell sumo deadlift high pulls. If you don't have a kettlebell, we will go with dumbbell power cleans. Then you got 10 kettlebell lunges, and then 10 either weighted glute bridges. So if you have a dumbbell or a kettlebell, use those for the glute bridge, and then a 30-second plank hold. So these are both for 5 rounds. You choose your own path, all right? So let's go over without the body weight, with the body weights. All right, so we know how to do the air squats. The chest stays up. We're going all the way down the bottom of the squat and then coming all the way back up. We're doing that 20 times. Make sure that the weight is in the heels and we're really trying to push those knees out as we go down to the bottom. But we are 20 of those. After that, 20 lunges. These can be forward or reverse or sideways. But we're looking for the same thing. The chest is gonna stay up. You don't wanna crouch forward as you're doing this. But you're gonna come forward, try to get that back knee to touch the ground, or just go as low as you're comfortable with, and then you're gonna stand yourself back up. Same thing if you're going in reverse. The back knee's gonna get down as low as you can, and then you're gonna come right back up. For the elevated glute bridges, I'm gonna bring you down here. All right, you're gonna need something that you can prop yourself up on. So you can use a cooler, a chair, just something kind of a little bit elevated here. And then what you guys are gonna do, you're gonna put your heels on the object. We're gonna rest down nice and easy. And then from here, we're gonna raise our hips up as high as they can go. And then we're gonna slowly come down. Now that our feet are elevated, it means we can go down a little bit lower. We wanna get pretty close to the object that we're using. So we can get ourselves a little bit higher up, and then we'll come down a little bit lower. Then we're gonna slow back up. Make sure we're really squeezing our glute muscles as we come up to the top. And then slow and controlled on the way down. And that is the elevated glute bridge. After that one, we got the mountain climbers when we're in that top plank position. And we are just kicking our knees up to the chest, back and forth, back and forth. And then also, we got the plank hold. Now, since it's 5 rounds, try to switch the plank hold up every time, right? So don't just stick to a tall plank. So you got the tall, you got the low in the forearms, and you got the side to side. So that's the body weight workout. Now let's restart. Now if you have weights, if you have dumbbells or kettlebells or a slam ball, what we are looking for here with the Slamball Clean is this is gonna be a full squat clean, but we are starting from the ground every time. So the chest is gonna stay out, the back is gonna stay nice and flat. We're gonna come all the way down to the ground with whatever object we're using. And then as we come up, we're gonna jump up off our heels, shrug our shoulders, and we're gonna scoop underneath, landing in the bottom of that squat. And then we're standing all the way up before we bring the ball back down. And from the front, now the chest stays up. So don't bend forward, don't round your shoulders or your back as you're doing this. So we're going down all the way up, just like so. If you're doing it with a kettlebell, hold it from the top at the start, and then when we come up, the hands are gonna slide down to the bottom of the handle, and then we're gonna land the bottom squat again, and then come back up. And then if you're doing it with a dumbbell, you can do this with 2 dumbbells, or you can do it with 1. Since you're doing 10, if you're gonna do it with a dumbbell, you can just go 5 and 5. But the same thing with the kettlebell. So you're starting with a dumbbell in the middle, coming all the way down to the ground, and it's the same exact thing, guys. You come up to the hips, jump short and catch, land with that kettlebell on the shoulder and the bottom of the squat. Coming all the way back up, dumbbell touches, jump shrug and catch. All right, so the next movement, the Sumo deadlift high pull. If you have a kettlebell, you're gonna get to a nice wide stance here. So the feet are gonna be outside the shoulders. You can have a little bend in the knees. This is not a stiff-legged deadlift. But we're gonna start with the kettlebell in between our legs. Same thing as a regular deadlift, so chest up, back is flat. We're gonna pull that kettlebell up to the hips, then we're gonna get those elbows up nice and high, kettlebell to the chin, coming all the way back down. Slow control on the way down, big hips up, slow control on the way down. Big hips up, slow control. All right, same thing from the side. And if you have a dumbbell, if you don't have a kettlebell, you're gonna use a dumbbell. You're gonna do a power clean. So same thing as a squat clean. So weights in the middle, chest is up. We're gonna bring the kettlebell up to the hips, and then we're gonna jump short and catch, but we're not squatting down on this one. It's just gonna be a little bit of a half squat. But make sure you stand all the way up before you bring the dumbbell back down. Jump short and catch, and come all the way back up. After that, guys, you have the weighted lunge. So same thing with the body weight one. Hold the dumbbell, the kettlebell, or whatever weight you're gonna use close to the chest. And same thing as like a regular lunge. So you're coming forward, coming back. And then the last one, guys, the weighted glute bridge. So you don't have to have anything elevated on this one. I'll bring you guys down here for this. But you're gonna take whatever weight you have and you're gonna rest it kind of on your stomach. The legs are gonna do the same thing. So feet are planted, but now we have the weight right here, and we're gonna raise the hips up as high as they can go, slow and control them the way down, guys. Pressing all the way up, and then all the way back down. And the same thing with the plank, guys, all right? Switch it up a little bit. All right, so special workout today. We'll try some new things out for you guys, see if this one works. Let us know what you guys think. Make sure that you stretch and you warm up before you do each of these workouts too, guys. All right, but remember, you're either going with the body weight one or the weighted one. Other than that, guys, have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.